Welcome to the music room here in beautiful Erie, Colorado. If you ever wanted to see what hi-fi heaven looks like, here it is, guys. So we receive between 50 and 100 boxes of gear every single day. Kind of wanted to walk you through and show you what that looks like on the other end once it gets here, and then how it gets all the way to you. So here we have receiving.
This is where all incoming gear is received and checked in. From gear we've purchased to consignments or trades, everything starts here.
There's several different key processes that come into place. So here starts in testing. Throughout the process, we don't just clean the gear and kind of make sure it's pretty for you. We make sure that this is fully functional and exactly what you are expecting. So after testing wraps up, then we have photography. Here we have two different photography stations set up. On a right over here, we have a station that's set up specifically for larger items, like the Bryston monoblocks that we're working on here, or taller speakers, like the Macintosh 2.1Ks we have back here. Then we move on to the smaller photo booth. This is where we focus on things like cables, source components, turntables, phono stages, things like that. When you see something on the site, you're seeing the actual item. It's the real deal.
We don't use any stock images for listings unless they're sealed.
So after photography works their magic, then we move the gear over here to stocking. Now, a lot of gear has factory packaging. What we do is make sure that the gear is actually repackaged as close to factory new as you can possibly get with used gear. Now, if it doesn't have factory packaging, we actually have an Instapack machine. We can make and create packaging for any of the gear that comes through here. More on that a little bit later. After they package an item, then it's stocked in the back of the warehouse. Let's go take a look and see what we got. Now this is where everything gets stocked and ready for the next customer. Come on, let me show you the rest of the process and show you where the last place that we see it before it gets into your home. So as we come into the actual shipping area of the warehouse, you see what our guys do is they make sure that all the gear is not just packaged and ready to ship, but it's double boxed and it's gonna make it to you just as you saw it online.
Most items ship ground, but we also handle freight shipments when needed. Depending on the gear, we use either 1 or 2 inch rigid foam for protection. On average, 60 to 100 pieces of gear go out of our doors every day.
We kind of mentioned a little bit back in the tour that if something didn't have factory packaging, that we can actually create packaging for it. Let me show you that. It's pretty cool, actually. So this is our Instapack station.
When gear arrives without factory packaging, or if the original packaging doesn't meet our standards, we build a brand new solution from scratch. Once we've sized the outer box, our Instapack system fills in around the item, creating a custom foam mold around the gear that's being shipped.
So not all gear makes it to us in full working order, unfortunately. Some of it needs a little bit more love to get it ready to get put into the next customer system. Fortunately, we have a place for that and a few people that are incredibly good at what they do to make that happen for you. Let's check it out. All right, here we have my favorite part of the warehouse. This is the repair room.
This is where we bring gear back to life. From simple Macintosh glass replacements to full capacitor overhauls. This is the room where TMR restores each piece to spec, ready to light up your listening room once again.
So I guess all that leaves us really is the actual listening rooms. But we're gonna hang on to that for another day. So if you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel. And from all of us here at the Music Room, happy listening.